Hi guys, hope you're doing well today. Have you noticed these rainbows up around your neighbourhood recently? Loads of people have been putting them in their windows as a reminder that actually there is hope at the end of all of this. At the moment we're stuck inside, we don't really know what's happening with this coronavirus, this COVID-19, but actually there is going to be an end to it and there is hope. Now the first time we ever read about a rainbow is in Genesis, right at the very beginning of the Bible. And God sends the rainbow as a promise. He asked Noah to build a big ark, a boat, and take all the animals of the world in it to keep them safe from the flood that he was going to send. Now Noah, his wife, their 3 sons and their sons' wives were allowed to go in the ark and stay safe, because when the world flooded, everybody died. Now God promised Noah that he would be safe. He and his family would survive the flood. And they did. After 40 days and 40 nights of loads of rain and a huge flood, God made the waters go back down and Noah and his family could leave the ark. At that point, God sent a rainbow, a reminder of a promise that God made, a promise that he would never flood the earth and destroy everybody again. We've seen lots of floods recently, but the world wasn't destroyed. And at the moment, it might feel like the world is just a crazy place with this coronavirus, this COVID-19. We're hearing on the news about all these people who have died. But do you know what? So many thousands of people have survived it as well and got better. And God, when he sent the rainbow, he said, "When I look and see the rainbow in the clouds, I will remember the agreement that continues forever." Now when God makes a promise, he doesn't break it. He's faithful to his promises. We can read lots of things in the Bible about that. It says he shows his faithful love to thousands of people. The Lord your God is God. He is a faithful God, keeping all of his promises to 1,000 generations. The Lord is righteous in all he does and faithful in all he does. The Lord is faithful and he will strengthen you and protect you. Wow, those are amazing promises that God makes. And we know that God keeps his promises because it tells us in the Bible that he does. And some of the other promises he makes to us are that he loves us, that he will never leave us, that he cares for us, and that if we trust in him and put our faith in him and believe his way is the best way, then actually he promises that we can live forever with him in heaven and we will never be separated from him. And that is an amazing promise. And we know that God is faithful to those promises. It says right at the end of the Bible in Revelation, it says, "I am the Alpha and the Omega." It means I'm the beginning and the end. He was there right before the beginning of the world, and he'll be there right when the world as we know it finishes. And he knows all that's going to happen. This coronavirus didn't take him by surprise. He knew it was going to happen, but his faithful promises to love us and protect us and look after us are still there. So as I take my daily walk and see these rainbows in the windows, I'm going to remember that there is hope at the end of this virus. It's not going to last forever. We're going to be okay at the end of it. We don't know when that will be. It might be a few months from now, but that's okay. But it also helps me to remember that God is faithful. God makes promises to love us, protect us, look after us, care for us. And that's what he's going to do. Every time I see a rainbow, I remember God's faithful. And I hope that every time that you go around and see these rainbows in people's windows, that you will remember that there is an amazing God who is faithful, who keeps his promises, and he loves us and will protect us. Stay safe, everybody. Stay inside, apart from when you pop out for your daily walk. Find those rainbows and remember that God is a faithful God. See you soon.
Thank you so much, Rachel, for sharing with us today. I'm definitely going to be looking out for those rainbows on my daily walk. Now, over to Ruth, Ben and Sarah as they help us to learn the last verse that Rachel shared from Revelation 1 verse 8. Have a go at it yourself and enjoy. Bye!
Sup, Grizzly Channel! We're the Matties and we want to share with you a video of the memory verse, which is Revelation 1 verse 8. It goes like this. I am the Alpha and the Omega, says the Lord, who is, who was, and is to come, the Almighty. Revelation 1 verse 8. I am the Alpha and the Omega, says the Lord, who is, who was, and is to come, the Almighty. Revelation 1 verse 8. I am the Alpha and the Omega, says the Lord, who is, who was, and is to come, the Almighty. Revelation 1 verse 8. I am the Alpha and the Omega, says the Lord, who is, who was, and is to come, the Almighty. Revelation 1 verse 8. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. See you soon. Bye!